Welcome. Welcome to Candid Creoles, where we elevate, celebrate Haitian excellence and friends. And today we have with us Dr. Marie-Flore Latortu, PhD, and Dr. Flore, as she likes to be called, is a capacity building consultant, a motivational speaker, and a professor and an author. Dr. Flore served as the first Haitian woman in the Florida Commission of the Status of Women in Tallahassee, Florida, and identifying women making a difference nationally from 2004 to 2008. She also led the Public Relations Committee for the Florida Commission on the Status of Women. She received several accolades throughout her life, and in May 2016, she was elected congressional delegate for District 26 and attended the Democratic Convention in Philadelphia. She served in several Caribbean caucuses, and for the past 2 years, she has been the protocol chair for the Hispanic Caucus Miami chapter from June 2015 to December 2016. In 2017, she joined the Democratic Women Caucus of Greater Miami-Dade County, where she serves as chair of the Legislative Committee. She is nominated among 100 successful women in business by the Global Trade Chamber of Commerce in 2018. She is a professor with over 18 years of teaching experience in the area of general education, healthcare administration, and business administration and leadership. She is the inventor of the Gade Tet Ou philosophy, and the book is now out on Amazon for you to purchase. Dr. Flore is also known as a radio host for over 25 years. In October 2011, she decided to blend radio and TV, and she created Radio TV with Dr. Flore. First 58 minutes, Radio TV combined in 3 languages to attract North Miami clientele and abroad. Radio TV with Dr. Flore is growing fast and has impacted social media as well. And Dr. Flore has published several articles in the area of leadership, public health. She has been teaching for over 19 years, and in the area of health services administration, general education, and leadership. Dr. Flore and her husband, Roland Latortu, are the proud parents of Raphael and Luc-Philippe Latortu. Welcome to our platform, Dr. Flore.
Thank you for having me, Isabel.
It is a pleasure to have you and to host you today. You are a woman of many talents and many achievements, and I can't wait to hear more about all of that. Thank you.
Thank you.
And before we start, usually I like to ask people what's their connection with Haiti. Where are they from? Haitian born. So what's your connection with Haiti?
I am an authentic Haitian lady. That's it. Born in Saint-François-de-Sales, Port-au-Prince, a little bit over 50 years ago. And I'm still in Haiti. Last month was there. I'm in Haiti now with you because hopefully we will celebrate a candid moment because we are Creole and we are Haitian ladies.
Yes, and that's the whole point of the name of this platform, Candid Creoles. I said it's candid conversation amongst us Creoles.
Mm-hmm. And I accepted the invitation because to me, the word candid stands for truth.
Yes.
And people who really know me know that I'm transparent, I'm straightforward, I'm honest. And when it comes to Creole, I always tell my students, we are born, we are little girls who become Haitian women, but we want the world to remember us as global ladies, because you can be a Haitian woman and never become a Creole, a lady Creole. And I hope we convey not only the image, but also the message of integrity that values the word Creole.
Yes, that's the intention of this group. The intention of this group is, it's part of the intention of this group for us Creoles to change, to take the responsibility of transforming the narrative that's about us. And that's what I trust and I hope this platform will achieve. And
I commend you for that.
Thank you. We actually, my business partner, Kathleen, she's an admin of our page, is the one who found you through your video where you were so passionate about.
Which videos are we talking about? Because
that's
videos
the one
are...
that, yes, that's I think it was from November 3rd, or where you were with the Latin representative. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because the video is actually in English and in Spanish.
Yeah, the platform did ask for panelists to be bilingual in their presentations. And it was the Institute of Democracy, and I was invited to really present in the area of leadership, and that's my area of expertise. But on the specific topics of where is Haiti going, then I sat in a room, if I may describe briefly, Isabel, and I don't forget those 2 hours. It was November 3rd, and sat there from 10 a.m. to noon. And when it was my time, I was already a frozen soul. Then you sit and people are just doing their version of Haitian history, which every word or statement they use is correct. But I am not on this earth to be correct. I am a Creole to do right by a Creole land called Haiti. And I did not know that whatever I wrote was not used at all. And I had to really convey from my heart. And that's why people are asking me, where is your speech? Do you have it in French? Do you have it in Creole? I did not go to have a speech. I was invited to present on a specific topic. Where is Haiti going? And I had to stay within the topic. People tend to change the topic. My title was, what is the responsibility of the countries of the hemisphere as it relates to Haiti? And I sat as I share with you, and you are the first women platform that I'm giving the description of the moment where I'm telling you I was totally froze, and being froze by 7 countries, giving you the history and their perspective of Haiti, which is worldwide known. But at one point, from Creoles, I had to really ask them for a conscience awareness of a Gade Tet Ou. Everybody was telling us, watch out, Haiti, and they'd never take time to ask themselves, have they contributed to the descent of Haiti into that level? It's not me saying it. The Washington Post wrote clearly that the world turned its back on Haiti while Haiti is going to a very difficult decline.
Yeah.
I did not say it then, but nobody had yet take the leadership and the conscience voice to ask whoever was in the room from all those allies or friends of Haiti for their sense of responsibility. I've done it, 7 minutes. I didn't know that. And my wise advice for everyone, be who you are, because you never know who will pick your words and made it to the dimension that it went on that day and still going. But it went, I think I can say 190,000 positive with some 1,000, 2,000 walks that I was able to pick up and build on preserving Haiti as a pearl that only stopped shining during that difficult time. And hopefully with our behavior, our presentation of this pearl being a lady, because it's easy for people to be proud and being called Creole or Haitian women, and yet never cultivate the essence of becoming a lady. Where I'm from, I was fortunate to watch women, whether they are in the mountain, because those are the women that I care for, Femme Lamon, que lè ap mache ak prestans yo pa n'importe qui femme, yo c'est des dames. Haïti gen sacré les dames, and we look forward to bring those essence of lady forever.
I so appreciate that, and I'm grateful for the exclusivity on the platform that you shared with those who call themselves allies of Haiti, and yet they have a responsibility in where Haiti is today, but they tend to forget it. Really,
yes.
They tend to forget it. Yes, and this video is in both English and Spanish. And although I personally don't speak Spanish, but I know there are many Haitians who do, I will post that video on this platform as well. We usually tend to post what's in English and French or Creole, but we have the pleasure of hosting you. Definitely, I'm going to post this video as well on our page.
That will also help me drop an exclusivity my fight since last year for us Black ladies to stop calling ourselves women of color or people of color, but also be sensitive and refer to ourselves as women of culture. Because I had to go through that frozen experience to realize that many Hispanic sisters do not see themselves as Black. And many white ladies really feel that they are superior than Creole like us. Then until I die, I will slowly emphasize the power of us being people of culture. Because with Joy Floyd, it's time for Black to take ownership of them being Black.
Yeah.
Then it's time for the world to stop referring to groups as minority groups, as colored people. We are no longer crayons. We were never crayons. It was politically correct, use some destinies, but we evolve for us to really enhance our vision of cultural diversity and inclusion, to really refer ourselves and let the politicians stop that language of people of color. Whether that you are from Asia, you are yellow, because that's what we learned now when we were growing up, that there are like 4 races,
it has
white,
always been a
black,
division. Yes.
a division. But the way to really bring humankind globally, I signed under it since last year, and then exclusivity putting it in the Creole concept that we are not people of color or colored people. We are Black, proud Creole, or people of cultures.
So what got you to come to that to transform the narrative from
Yes.
people of color to people of culture, women of culture.
Not only women, but people of culture,
Yes.
women of culture. Yes. I ran for office, and I challenged a system that is very status quo, and I shook up the system. And I can share that it was a time of a pandemic, worldwide pandemic. At that time, it was not a disease for people of color or people white. It was totally a pandemic called COVID-19.
Everybody was one in the
Everybody
pandemic.
was one.
Yes.
Then the health culture was for us to stay home. That was a culture. And that culture changed our life. Then we cannot go back post-COVID and still not learn from it.
That we are
Still
one.
not thinking that our culture of staying home made us human or humankind, or also we whether we eating a white rice, Asian eats it too,
yeah,
Black eats it.
Yes.
Then
Hispanic loves it.
Hispanic loves it. The white rice connects the world. Okay, then it's not money, it's not skin tone, but it's our culture. And I wrote about it that how proud I was to feel that I'm Black, but yet the African American, when I was running for office, referred to me as the Haitian girl. And when it was a census year, even though I was checking African American, but what does the census shows us now after? That most Hispanic refer themselves to white. Then because Hispanic is not a color, is not a skin tone, and it's ethnicity, then why don't we all respect that we are people of cultures? And also we have a vice president that is Black and Asian descent, but she's not a woman of color in the White House because she's serving everyone and everyone of different culture. Yes. She cannot be the vice president of the Asian. She cannot be the vice president of the women. Yeah. She cannot be the vice president of the Black. And she is the Black president of the white, whether we like it or not. Yes. Then she's embracing culture. Yes. And hopefully, I will live to see the change of NAACP being NWBP. And if it is saying that through that interview with you, they change color into culture. And that's my gift to the world. One and the many gifts that I bring to the world. And so hopefully by that time, you and I we will be a leading women to know that we are Creole, inviting people to embrace culture. Yes, so you are on a mission to transform. To change the color. I'm on a mission to help. Yeah, colored to culture. And also I'm in a mission to teach them to do it through the philosophy of Gade Tet Ou. Okay. Then your book. That's the title of your new book, Gade Tet Ou. That's it. Yes. Okay. So tell us about, that's your first book, correct? No, I'm a co-author. After, I think when I introduced myself to you, said someone referred to us as a subtraction, if I can say it like that. But we had so much into the basket that we had no time to pay attention to that subtraction. Then it was the same year that that statement occurred worldwide by a president of the United States, that I was captured by one interview that I had on CNN by the author Pat Sampson, who really did an excellent job in bringing together 50 women from the wealthiest Belinda Gates to Judge to Judge Ruth Bader, and humble me, woman of culture, of candid Creole, born in Haiti, being profiled as and that America leading ladies. I did not understand the presence of the book until every year that I'm realizing that God always, or any supreme power, because God is in me, always makes someone see in you what you don't even see, and put you in so higher place that you are so up there that you don't even realize it because of what it entails. So out there means being profiled with people that you maybe heard on the phone once or twice, and are so humble and they're becoming that, you know, if I can help Creoles understand the true essence of wealth beyond your bank balance, it's amazing.
To me, wealth is, many people associate wealth to money. To me, wealth is not about money. First of all, to me, wealth is something that is unseen, because wealth is not something that's palpable. It's not something that, like I said, that because you're a millionaire, billionaire, you're wealthy. This is something that's beyond that, because you cannot.
Even though the billionaire.
Okay, go ahead. I didn't hear you for a second.
Okay. Even billionaires do not associate themselves to wealth. It's society that give them the label of fortune. But I think that you can help others be part of your fortune with your message, with the way you open doors for them. And I've been fortunate to be among fortune and share wealth in a very, very different dimension. I'm going to give you an example of being among wealthy. The night that the Miami Heat with the best team ever, and today I think he got cited, he is in trouble. Okay. Then the ticket.
I didn't hear who you mentioned.
Okay. The Miami Heat, the year that they became champion.
Okay.
Okay. And they had that special closed door event where the ticket was estimated to $1,000. At that time, as a professor, I had a family member of Dwayne Wayne in my class. I was invited by her. But, okay, Dr. Flore, invited by Dwayne Wayne niece or relative to an event that is $1,000. Then I did not know, because some invitation from the wealthies, they don't discuss amount. Then I got there. First of all, parking valet was in the 50s. My friend, I remained myself, because at that time I still had Raphael and aftercare, my second son. Then there was no way, if I paid $50 for the valet, that I would not have enough money, Isabel, to pay that Friday. It was a Thursday night, to pay aftercare for my son. And I'm upper social class. And I got to the gate and I said, okay, I'm invited. I don't know that I have to swipe my card for $1,000. By the time they're telling me, oh, you are in the VIP list, it's $1,000. I didn't have $1,000 on my card that day. Fortunately, my wealth circumstances, which is at that time I call my blessings from God because of relationships. She appeared. She came and someone told her, whatever the security system, that I was there. She escorted me. Then I was like her guest. Someone may not have known that I could have swiped the card could have been declined, and I could feel an embarrassment.
Yeah.
Then I was with the rich and the famous, enjoying the gift beyond monetary understanding
Yes.
of being rich with people that really valued at the time the essence of relationships.
And that's wealth.
That's it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It's something that many people do not understand the value of. The value
Relationship.
Yes.
Your wealthy relationship. For the many wealthy people that I have access to, if I was a beggar, I would not be able to be a candid Creole because my mouth expresses it. That's why there is that dimension of life that you get when you know you have a big mouth and a big heart. You are not a beggar. You don't chase. You don't force people. Things happen naturally. Look how we connected.
Yes.
Because it's meant to be.
Yes.
I've never known of your platform. I've never known of something called a celebration of Haitian excellence. Then I humble myself with all the hats that I wear. You see, I come as neat and light as Kathleen described for me to be. I didn't have my logos of how many hats that I wear because I wanted to come to you with the green that I love, the green of hope, the green that reminds us that Famino Kasot Lamon, and the bubbles and all the that makes me Gade Tet Ou in inspiration.
I am so humbled by what you're saying, because you'll be surprised that with all of your achievements and you don't know my platform, and yet you said yes.
Because of the name of the words, I felt in love with the two words, Candid, and I said, okay, I can relate. Creole, I said I can relate, and I didn't have time to search because I valued Kathleen persistence. That reminded me maybe when I was her age. I don't know. I didn't meet her yet. But she insisted so much, and I did value the protocol of the invitation because it was not just like a text. It was done properly, and I commend you ladies for your class and for being born young girls who become women and now aiming to be Creole ladies.
Yes, thank you. This is exactly how I want this platform to show up to the world and to us Creoles and to our compatriots. I want to make sure that I don't take this platform lightly, because I understand what it represents. When I use the word Creoles, I have the utmost respect for us. And even in the group, I am very careful at the type of post that we allow in the group, because we want to make sure, like I said, when we first started the group, I said, we're not going to blame anyone. The blame game is not for us. It's not for this group. We're not going to mention anyone who said anything negative about Haiti. We're just going to mention us and what is it that we can do. And also we're going to celebrate each and every one of us. And everyone that has accepted to be a guest, I truly appreciate it, and I am very grateful. So I show them the respect with the invitation being done properly. And I'm glad you appreciate that, because that's how I want to be seen to the world and to us. And I'm
Thank
glad
you.
that it touches you, that so you can accept our invitation. And
Thank you.
Kathleen is doing a great job finding more guests for us. It's really inspiring to have you here today. I
Thank
know
you.
you've been mentioned in that book and also your own book. I'm so eager. I tried to purchase your book because I wanted to read it before the interview, although the interview was really placed, not the interview, the conversation. I prefer the word conversation. This conversation was scheduled a little bit late, but I said I can read do speed reading, but as you said, I wanted to get the Kindle or the audio, but it's in the book format. And Kindle would have been fast and then give me the time to read it. But you said you will soon have it in audio format by addressing it on a YouTube channel. So tell us more about the book and then tell us where we're going with that.
Okay. Here's Gade Tet Ou. Okay.
Yes.
You see, it's everything Creole in it. A title in Creole by a lady Creole. When people saw it on Amazon, they thought it was a book in Creole. No, it's not. It will be in Creole. I studied it. It took me 14 years. It's a philosophy. It's not just a book. It is what you call an essay in lieu of self-biography or autobiography of Flore. Each chapter takes you from 23 ways to really know, understand, find, give, and become candid. And it's also for men, women, teenagers, politicians, professionals. You have to become you. Yes. Nobody is able to refer to you as a Haitian excellence if they have one perception of excellence. There are many excellent behavior for every Creole who wish to polish their noun. If for injuring that candid moment, we have the possibility to go through that introspection, that self-questioning on a daily basis, you will see that through COVID, we don't live one day at the time, but 1 minute at the time. And I think I'm so grateful for the moment because you said it was scheduled last minute. It was scheduled at the right time where we are ending 2021. When we thought 2020 was not a 2020 vision, 2021 brought worldwide more shock into our vision. Yeah. Then often we watch, because the book also say watch out, but we watch, but we don't look. The look is a deeper exercise that requires no mirror. No mirror. People keep saying, Gade Tet Ou glass. Please. It's the 3 P's. It's a process of pausing. If I did not go to the haha moment and haha moments in my life to say that's a wake-up call, if I did not receive so many nose slaps from all over in life, I would not have been able to measure and understand the why I am on earth. Then from the pausing, that complete stop, through processing, which is growth, and proceeding, which is moving forward and inspiring many regardless of their culture, I would not be able to say that Gade Tet Ou is an applied behavior until you take your final breath. There is not one person on earth, regardless of their culture. That's why I'm telling you, I'm in that transforming road to really help people call themselves people of cultures. because we all go to the same thing. We go to infancy, we go to adolescence, we go to young adult, we become adult, we find a job, we go to school, we don't go to school, we have parents. What
Get
kind of
married. We
parents?
don't get married.
Single parents, get married, and go through divorce, first wife, second wife, have boyfriend. Everything is there.
Okay.
All those chapters are there. Then you may pick a chapter of choice and leave everything else, but there is at least one sentence that, regardless you like me, dislike me, my friend or not my friend, because I admit that I'm imperfect, you will relate here. There is no way that you don't relate into that philosophy.
Based on what you said, so some books are like that. You can be reading the book and not necessarily start from chapter 1. You can pick it up anywhere within the book, and then you'll still get something from it, because many books are like that, not all, that it's not a continuity of chapter 1 to the last chapter.
No, exactly.
Right.
Let me read something for you that you mentioned that is part of the book. You use the word respect. On page 135, out of all my quotes, I said, respect is everything. Respect is giving words. Respect others' feelings. Respect others' talents. Respect others' lives. Maybe what is missing is respect others' cultures. And through that respect of cultures, we are not colored anymore.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
And they will take of us one day.
We
on
will
the time of Thanksgiving, we'll get there. They will get there. They will not have that pride that they are incorporated as people of color or colored people. They will simply still keep the seat and have the conscience to see that we elevate ourselves through the essence of culture. Corporate culture, you are a businesswoman, you are an entrepreneur, you're talking about culture. You are a lawyer, you can share your corporate culture, but you cannot keep imposing that you're sharing your corporate culture to colored people. Why? Everybody needs.
I see your point. This is not something that I've not looked at it this way, but I definitely see your point. Because when we are so accustomed to hear something one way, then it becomes normal for us until we question it. There are so many things that we haven't questioned, but with George Floyd, we started to question way more.
Way more.
So,
but it's a beginning, and from this, we don't want another Black man to be choked. For us to really refer to colored people, or we don't want another women to be in power for us to keep calling women of color. No, we are women of cultures.
It is sad that what started, it sounds like a revolution of putting the Black face out there to so many other people who were blind to their own prejudice that they couldn't see. You know, it's sad to see that that's what it took for them to see, oh my gosh, this is real. And I didn't see it. You know?
It's real also for our brothers and sisters, the Asian. Do you see how they got treated in New York and all over the world? The discrimination against them, yet we are part of their culture. We are part of their culture. We eat more than their food. Do you see the blame they receive? The inhuman approach with COVID? Then what's wrong with their culture? And they still leave us behind. They're still on top of the hill.
Yes.
Their culture really slap us back in the face.
Yes, it shouldn't be that way. It's because injustice anywhere on any group, any group can definitely it's an opportunity for any other group to also suffer.
And also it's an opportunity for Haitian, that Black Republic, to be the true image of excellence, celebrating all cultures. For us to really be an example of inclusion, because we are so diverse. I was at a celebration yesterday with a Haitian Lebanese, but she is born in Haiti. But because of the place where we've been, where we were discussing that video, that is a hot topic that made many of my neighbors of the other country angry, but many of my Haitian proud. Then she said, I am born in Haiti, but I'm Lebanese. I said, you are Haitian of Lebanese parents. Lebanese parents. You need to still be proud of being Haitian.
Yes.
And she said, but I'm white. I said, yes, you are white, but Haitian.
Yes.
And when Haitians will understand how culturally diverse we are, then we are a Black republic. But we have to also welcome and stop that fight of Muna Wo, Muna Ba, or Munko Claire, Munko John.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And that's why I welcome. I'm looking at your skin tone. I'm looking at me. I'm looking at two Creole women.
Yes. This is what keeps the division of looking at division does nothing good for anyone. This is what got us to where we are today. And if you look at our logo here, Candid Creoles, this logo was created by a Creole. She's a painter, and we exchange, brainstorm ideas to find a logo that can show all of us, each of us. And we are from an island, so this represents the island, and the boats, they all each different skin tone. It represents us. All of us, because
I see the sun, I see the sun, I see the moon, I see the earth. I've seen. I tell you, I accepted the invitation. It is all about us. Whether you're Ulala Mea, whether you are under the ocean, and we have to lift you up and help you float. We are Creole.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We
like
are
I
Creole.
was sharing with somebody I was having a conversation with. I said, many of us get on boats and then they float and they risk their life to reach a new land, whether it's Bahamas, whether it's the United States, or whether it's walking from the Latin America to Texas. They reach those boats reflected us floating. And then yet we also have the opportunity when we put that country back together, which we will. It's a just cause that we are working towards. And one day I see those people getting on a boat and go on a cruise.
Yes. Yes.
That's the vision that we must have for our home and our people, for ourselves.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. So I have I have so many questions that I can ask you, and I want to make sure that I keep in mind the time, because I really want to respect your time as well. And I want to continue this conversation on another time, like we discussed before. And where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, 10 years?
Speaking, inspiring more Creoles around the world. I am at the startup point, but I will be more at a global point. Speaking is a gift, and I don't talk just to talk, but I speak. And that's it, whether it's at a corporate level, and sharing the culture. And the tone may be different. On the third, you see my inner out, the tone of energy and the Catherine Flore, the Claire Heureuse, but the message is the same. Wherever I speak, it's not, I don't seek to be right. I think you and I have something in common. I followed several groups, but I don't fit all groups. As I said in my book, I am no longer at the level of being part of groups, but I want to see in groups the essence of team, because been there, done that. What are groups? We're not talking about doing another independence with groups of people, thousands of people. If we cannot agree to be next to each other like we are here, everybody's aiming of having one line, one voice. We are so diverse. Then you can start a sentence and I can finish it.
Yeah.
We can agree to disagree, but I don't have to really speak your language. Parce
Yes.
que créole, nous pas parler le même genre. So if you are from Le Cap, you speak it a different way. Then you see, after 218 years, I think we are hurting ourselves and keep saying l'union fait la force. We are a strength to the respect of our differences, to the sharing of our culture. So many cultures within culture. Haiti is so rich. Then that's in 5 years the kind of image that I want to profile.
Why do you say l'union fait la force is hurting us? Is that what
okay.
What did you say?
Okay, I see that you capture it. A good friend of mine doesn't like when I say it. I think we become so hypocritical because when we said it in our flag 218 years ago,
Yes.
our force, our strength was to throw out everyone that will take away our freedom.
Yes.
But today, our force is in hurting each other. We adopted a culture of gangs. It's not our culture.
Yes, I see
what is it? Okay, we are strong in Chimere. We are strong in hurting each other. We are strong in terrorists. We are united. And how can I say it? It's like a fiction. But we need to be united within ourselves, within our values, like you're doing here, showing me that picture. Unity should be, how do I relate to your pain? Unity should not be something pretty, because we have to fight to keep it. And to keep it, that's not what we're doing.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We are we're not united.
We're asking for it. We're having speech about it. Yes. Okay. Then I'm telling you, I am in a room where people are telling me solutions for Haiti when we are not admitting our wrongdoing. Okay. Then, we have many political parties, yet we cannot have one.
I am so glad you said that. Because
and for me to keep saying unity makes sense. How about if I don't like the vision of your party? How about if we think Candid Creole, even though I'm part of the group, I disagree with one sentence or something, then that means I don't love you for that minute. That means you become my enemy for that. My friend,
that's not
okay. I believe in complementing each other.
Yes.
I believe in partnership.
Yes.
And for me, I'm working and becoming a philanthropist. I'm not there yet. Yes. I'm still a woman with a good heart. I want to be a giver, but I'm not there yet. That means I want to give without feeling the pain in my pocket, without feeling the pain in my bank. Then if I'm feeling the pain in my bank and I'm saying unity makes strength, then your strength is that you write a check of $10,000, you don't get hurt for it. And me, I'm faking it and writing my 1,000 and got hurt for it. And I'm saying that I'm united for you and with you.
I see your point. Okay.
We are strong. We are strong. We are Creole. We are Haiti. But, pananap dilan, nou feb gounye la.
Oh non, nous faisons Kounia, parce que depuis notre problème que nous y Kounia, nous très faibles.
2021 straight, côté straight là, nous gon beauté, nous gon pelle pour nous bagay. But where is the strength? Why are we in total denial? We need to uplift each other, not only in words, but in action.
In action.
We compete among non-profit organizations and we are strong. Yes. We cannot even agree on a calendar where at least if it's November and we can have 3 events, but we have to have 3 events back to back, all of them $120 in 3 nights. And we are doing duplication. If I'm honoring you tonight, then someone else go and honor you, but you pay $1,200 for a table. I honored so many people that I didn't charge for that. And now I'm tired. That's why when people are inviting me, Isabel, I'm saying, am I paying to be part of that interview? And there's nothing wrong with me asking that question because it's my understanding of my strength.
Mhm.
that I'm not gonna pay to be profiled.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I understand what you're saying, and what I think to say it in a few words based on what I gather from you is we don't understand what unity means, because united doesn't mean we have to agree on everything, because
That's it.
each and every one of us are perfect. I'm perfectly imperfect, and so are you, and so is everyone. So we're not going to have the same ideas, and we are also each so unique that my ideas may not resonate with you and vice versa, and yet we still need to respect each other.
And to
Like you said in your
respect,
book.
and through that respect of
Yes,
knowing that two imperfect women admit that Haiti is weak now, we will live to make it better.
yes.
Okay?
When you
And
recognize that,
yes,
you can start to the work, the process to
yes,
becoming more.
united. No,
Yes,
to becoming united.
yes,
Because listen, unity is beautiful.
yes.
Unity is priceless, but it's costly when we only mentioning it and forcing people. You cannot force me to be united
No,
to you,
no.
next to you. No, because you have to have that peace. And peace means if you hurt me or I hurt you, we need to sit or stand, punch the pillow, not punch each other's face. You know, pillowcase fight and things like that, and like
Pillow
two
fight,
crazy girls. Okay, pillow fight,
like
and then
children
we do
will do. Yes.
if you were potwaiti and sotsi, but we don't even have cotton balls in Haiti. We don't have sugar cane. We don't produce, and we still and we wearing the flag in our butt and our head, no matter tet no avel, but unity makes strength. No, it's we build unity through the respect of our differences and the transformation of our culture.
Yes, I get it now. I had to ask you because this is something that I so often talk about. And I
Mhm.
speak about it to remind us of what unity means and what unity can do for us, because unity is
Yes,
what gave us our independence, and we
yes,
lost it somewhere. So we don't take responsibility because we tend to blame the outside world first
that's it. That's it.
instead of taking
That's it.
response, owning it. We got to own this. Okay,
Yes.
I get it. And so to conclude, I like to conclude to ask three questions. How would you describe your life in one word?
Bless. I'm a happy woman. I'm a
Perfect.
happy woman.
It's still
I'm
out on your
fun.
website.
I'm fun. I'm fun, and I don't seek happiness from others because I know how to make people laugh
Yeah.
if they get me on the right side of my on my day.
Yes.
Yes, yes, I'm a happy woman.
I get that. And how would you describe Haiti in one word?
My motherland, a pearl that is not shining presently, as I said it in English and Spanish, that all will need. And as I address the gangs, then they need to release those people. That behavior it's acculturation. Haiti is not about gangs. It's things that we saw on television.
Yes.
Haiti does not produce arms. Haiti is a land that produce manioc, cacao,
Food.
cafe,
Food.
and unfortunately has suffered for not putting agriculture first.
Yes.
Then the backbone of Haiti is all women. It's all Creole, and my work in Haiti is to empower women in the mountain from 18 years old to 92 years old. Their hands are still working. Then Haiti is my pearl that is not shining, and I
And what
pray.
advice would you have
Um,
for the Haitian?
Gade
For
Tet Ou.
Haitian.
OK, Gade Tet Ou, haïtien, gade Haïti. OK, avant, c'est-à-dire, sous sont élus et c'est utiliser, use your influence. If you are an elected official, you use your influence to just help Haiti be that pearl again. That's the
Yes.
advice. It's read the book, pick up the chapter of leadership, pick up the chapter of politics, pick up the chapter of Haiti. Look at Haiti. And if you have to do for where you're from as an elected official, even though if it's one drop from your influence that you do for your corner, you don't have to want to save the Republic of Port-au-Prince. But each of us can do something before we die.
I like that you said the Republic of Port-au-Prince.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm a proud Port-au-Prince girl.
Yes, yes.
Okay, with Catholic school. Yes, Port-au-Prince,
Port-au-Prince.
Chéri, Sacré-Cœur, Delma, Fotamara, but hey, please. Yes. But then if I cannot do for the Republic of Port-au-Prince, at least I can sponsor one child. We cannot even sponsor a child to go to school. School is closed in Haiti. We just have to do that awareness. Me, it's speaking. I'm an ambassador of Haitian conscience.
That's it. That's perfect. We could not have ended on a better note, and an ambassador of Haitian conscience. And as we said, excellence is not something we're born with. We celebrate Haitian excellence. Excellence is something we become, and we thrive to becoming it every day more than we were yesterday. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. Thank you so much. I am so appreciate you want to show us the cover of the book again. I want to make sure that people can go and get your book. And Gade Tet Ou by Dr. Flore too. So let's support our own, let's support our Creoles, and let's purchase the book. And it was a pleasure to have you. I am grateful and that you were a Kensington Creole tonight. Thank you. Thank you. And any last word before I close?
Gade Tet Ou.
Gade Tet Ou. On that note, as always, peace for Haiti, love for Haiti, and blessings for all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.